Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to all of you in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School, Thai. This is Social Studies for Grade 2, video number 5. Today we will do exercise of lesson number 3. I am Mrs. Kina Imtiaz. Dear students, open your book, page number 6, lesson number 3. Mr. Raza Ali's Day. First, I want to read this page, then we will do question answers. Okay? Lesson number 3. This is Mr. Raza Ali. He works as a manager in a bank. Mr. Raza Ali wakes up very early in the morning. He says his prayers. He has breakfast at 7 a.m. in 7 o'clock in the morning. He goes to work at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. He starts work 8:30 a.m. He has lunch 1:30 p.m. He goes home 5 p.m. He has tea 5:45 p.m. Okay, students, this is page number 6. Because this page, with the help of this page, we will do question answers. So, if there is AM, it means that is morning time. And if there is PM, that is evening time. Okay, students? Next page, page number 7. He goes for a walk at 6:30 p.m. Mean this is evening time. He has dinner 8 p.m. Mean 8 o'clock in the evening. He goes to bed 10 p.m. On Sunday, Mr. Raza does not go to work. He stays at home and spends time with his family. In the evening, he goes out with them. Sometimes they go to a park. Okay, this is about Raza Ali's day, mean how he spent his day. Okay, this is the daily routine of Raza Ali. Now these are the question answers. Question number 1. Where does Mr. Raza Ali work? At what time does he go to work? Question number 3. When do you wake up on Sunday? Question number 4. What time do you go to school? Okay, these are question answers, and these first 2 questions about Raza Ali and last 2 questions about you. So with the help of these 2 pages, we will do question answers. Okay, now we will do question answers exercise of lesson number 3. Mr. Raza Ali's day. Question answers. Question number 1. Look at question number 1. Where does Mr. Raza Ali work? Anyone can tell me? All of you know about this one. At page number 6, in first paragraph, we have studied about Mr. Raza Ali work. Do you know, student? Yes. Mr. Raza Ali, he works in a bank. What is the answer? He works in a bank because he is a bank manager. Okay. Where does Mr. Raza Ali work? He works in a bank. This is question number 1. Now look at question number 2. At what time does he go to work? At what time does he go to work? Yes. Do you know, students? He wakes up early in the morning and then he has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Then what time? At what time does he go to work? After breakfast. Then what time? He goes to work at 7:30 a.m. He goes to work at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Now question number 3. When do when do you wake up on Sunday? When do you wake up on Sunday? Students, this is about you, for girls and for boys. Yes, both have different answers. When do you wake up on Sunday? On Sunday you have holiday? No. On Sunday, Mr. Raza Ali has holiday, but you don't have. You have 2 holidays on Friday and Saturday. So what about Sunday? When do you wake up on Sunday? I wake up early in the morning. Okay? I wake up early in the morning. For girls and for boys, both. If you offer Salah, then you should wake up early in the morning. But if you are not offering Salah, then for girls, wake up early in the morning because at 7 o'clock you have to go, move for your school. But for boys, maybe boys wake up till afternoon or till 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. But for girls, when do you wake up on Sunday? I wake up early in the morning. Now question number 4. What time do you go to school? This question for both, for boys and girls. But here you write your time, okay? What time do you go to school? Girls can write here. I go to school at 7 o'clock. Okay, this time is for girls. I go to school at 7 o'clock, means 7 a.m. And boys can write here, I go to school at 12 o'clock. Okay, for boys, write here 12 o'clock. And girls, write here, I go to school at 7 o'clock. Okay, students? Listen again. Question number 1. Where does Mr. Raza Ali work? He works in a bank. He works in a bank. Question number 2. At what time does he go to work? Who? Mr. Raza Ali. This question is about Mr. Raza Ali. At what time does he go to work? He goes to work at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. in half past 7 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Question number 3. When do you wake up on Sunday? Now this question is about you, for girls and for boys, for you students, for grade 2. Okay. When do you wake up on Sunday? I wake up early in the morning. I wake up early in the morning. Question number 4. What time do you go to school? I go to school at 7 o'clock. Okay, this is for girls and for boys. Girls, you should write here, I go to school at 7 o'clock. And boys, you have different times, so you will write here, I go to school at 12 o'clock. Okay, now students, one time read with me. Question number 1. Where does Mr. Raza Ali work? Answer. ANS means answer. This is question and answer. He works in a bank. He works in a bank. Question number 2. At what time does he go to work? Answer. He goes to work at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 means half past 7 o'clock in the morning. Half past 7 a.m. Question number 3. When do you wake up on Sunday? When do you wake up on Sunday? I wake up early in the morning. I wake up early in the morning. Now question number 4. What time do you go to school? What time do you go to school? Answer. I go to school at 7 o'clock. I go to school at 7 o'clock. Okay, students, these are question answers. Write these question answers in your book and then learn. Why again and again I am reading? Because I know you won't read it. So read with me when I am reading, then read with me and try to understand it, and also read from the lesson, from the page number 6. Then you can understand it very well. Okay, students? Now your homework is same. Write the question answers in your notebook and then memorize these question answers of lesson number 3. Write like this. First write lesson number 3, then lesson name, Mr. Raza Ali's days, then write question answers. Now question 1. Where does Mr. Raza Ali work? Answer. He works in a bank. Question number 2. At what time does he go to work? Answer. He goes to work at 7:30 a.m. Question number 3. When do you wake up on Sunday? Answer. I wake up early in the morning. Question number 4. What time do you go to school? For girls, you write like this. I go to school at 7 o'clock. And boys, you can write here. I go to school at 12 o'clock. Okay, these are the question answers. Write like this. In front of question, you put question mark, and in front of answer, just full stop. Okay, this is your homework, students. First write and then learn. Okay, students, take care. Allah Hafiz.